Hello friends and dear students, I welcome you all to my channel. I hope you are all well and your studies are also going on well. This is part 8 video from the chapter of probability, where I will discuss about the second supporting concept which will be required to solve certain specific kind of questions from the chapter of probability. That is, how do we find how many perfect squares are there between any two given integer. Let's say between 100 and 500. So I will discuss this how do we find this with few examples. So this video is part of the playlist CBSE Maths for class 9 following the textbook of author R.D. Sharma. If you find this video beneficial, then please like it, share it with your friends, and if you want to further support me, then please subscribe to my channel, and in that case do not forget to press the bell icon so that you will be notified by my future videos. So let's start part 8 video, where I will be discussing about second concept of finding the number of perfect squares between two given integers. Okay, so in general, if we are asked how many perfect square integers are there between two given integers m and n, where obviously n is greater than m, then how do we find the number of perfect squares? So there are basically three steps. The first step is that we have to find the least integer x. We have to find the least integer x such that x square is greater than or equal to m. And then in the step 2, we have to find the greatest integer y such that y square is less than or equal to m. So basically we are trying to find the smallest and the largest perfect square which lies between the given two numbers, that is m and n. And once we know x and y from step 1 and 2, then the required number of perfect squares will be y minus x plus 1 will be the required number of perfect squares between m and n. Now the question is, how do we find the numbers x and y in step 1 and 2? Now if the numbers m and n are small, like 2-digit numbers or 3-digit numbers, you can possibly orally do it. But if they are let's say 5-digit number or 6-digit numbers, one way to find the x and y is to find the square root of m and n. The square root of m and n. Now to find x, okay, I will discuss the cases where m and n are large numbers. First, let's see how do we apply this concept to find the number of perfect squares between m and n, where m and n are relatively small numbers. So let's see example 1. How many pages in a book containing 250 pages have page numbers as a perfect square? So we know that in a book, if a book containing 250 pages, the page numbers will be from 1 to 250. So basically we have to find the number of perfect squares between the numbers 1 and 250. So in this problem, m is 1 and n is 250. So now how do we find x? That is where how do we find the integer x such that x square is greater than m, which is 1 in this case. How do we find the least x which is greater than or equals to 1? For least x, clearly in this example it will imply that 1 is a perfect square, so definitely x will be equal to 1. Okay, now what is the greatest? How do we find the greatest y such that we have to find the greatest integer y such that y square is less than or equal to 250? Now orally you can do it. We know that 16 square is equal to 256 and 15 square is equal to 225. So definitely the greatest integer y such that y square will be less than or equals to 250 will be 15. So we have y is equal to 15. So now once we know x and y, we can easily find in this problem the number of pages whose page number is a perfect square, and that number will be y minus x plus 1, which is equal to 15 minus 1 plus 1, which is equal to 15. So there are 15 pages in the book containing 250 pages whose page numbers are a perfect square. Okay, let's see the next example. Example 2. Find the number of perfect squares integers between 101 and 500. So here m is 101 and n is 500. Okay, so first we have to find x, the least x, such that x square is greater than or equal to 101. So least x we have to find the least x such that x square is greater than or equals to 101. Now for this problem we can easily do it orally. We know 10 square is equal to 100 and we know 11 square is equal to 121. So clearly x will be 11. 11 is the least integer whose square will be greater than or equals to 101. So this implies x is equal to 11. Now let's find y. So we have to find maximum y or greatest y, maximum y such that we have y square less than or equal to 500. Okay, for this problem we can also do it orally. We know that 25 square is equal to 625, which is greater than 500. So we check the next number. 24 square will be equal to, I don't know, let's see, 24 square 96 and this is 84. Oh, it is way large. Okay, so I'm sorry. So this all depends based on the intuition. If you are smart enough, if your intuition is good, you can easily solve this very fast. My intuition is very bad. So 20 square is 400. So definitely I think 20 square is 400. And what about 21 square? 21 square is, let's see, 1, 2, 42. So 441. So we can still consider 21. What about, so 21 square is 441. Let's see. Please remember that we have to find the maximum y such that y square is less than or equals to 500. Let's see what is 22 square. 22 square will be 44 and 44. So this is 484. I think it will be 22. Y will be 22. So 22 square is 484. I don't think 23 square will be less than 500. Let's see anyway. 23. This is 9. This is 6, and this is 69. And this is 6, and this is 4. So this is exceeding 5. So this is 529, which is more than 500. So clearly we can see that y is equal to 22. So now the required number of perfect squares lying between 101 and 500, that is including 101 and 500, will be y minus x plus 1, which is 22 minus 11 plus 1, which is 12. So there are 12 perfect squares between 101 and 500. Let's see the last example, example 3. How many 3-digit integers are there which are perfect squares? So we know all the 3-digit integers lie between 100 and 999. So we have to find all the numbers, all the perfect squares. We have to find how many perfect squares are between 100 and 999. Okay, so for this problem, m is 100, n is 999. So we have to find first least x such that x square is greater than equals to 100. Clearly we can see that x will be 10 because 10 square is 100. Okay, now we have to find the greatest or maximum y such that y square is less than equal to 999. Okay, now so 30 square we know is 900. Let's see what is 31 square. 31. So this is 31 and this is 93. 169. So 961 is 31 square is 961, which is also acceptable because we have to find the y such that y square is less than equal to 999. Obviously I don't think 32 square will be less than equal to 999. Let's see what is 32 square. 32 multiplied by 32. Now if I am doing any kind of calculation mistake, please feel free to let me know in the comment section. I will highly appreciate that. And this is 6 and 9. Obviously this is exceeding 999. So clearly we can see that y is equal to 31. So then what will be the number of perfect squares between 100 and 999? It will be y minus x plus 1, which is equal to 31 minus 10 plus 1, which is equal to 12. Is equal to 12. Sorry, not 12, but it is equal to 22. Okay, so that is all for this video. So this concept of finding the number of perfect squares between any two given numbers will be required to solve certain questions on the probability, which I will solve in some future videos. I think in the next video I will solve some problems based on the supporting concept number 1, which was the previous video part 7, and this video supporting concept number 2. I will solve some problems on probability based on these two concepts. So if this video was beneficial, then please like it, share it with your friends, and once again please support me by subscribing to my channel, and do not forget to press the bell icon so that you will be notified by my future videos. I'm ending the video here. Thanks for watching, and until the next video, take care and bye.